Hey, boys and girls, I'm going to be reading A Weekend with Wendall. On Friday afternoon, Wendall's parents dropped him off at Sophie's house. Wendall's going to spend the weekend with us, said Sophie's mother, while his parents visit relatives out of town. Oh boy, said Wendall. Sophie didn't say anything. After a snack, Sophie helped Wendall carry his sleeping bag and suitcase upstairs. Well, what are we going to do now? Asked Wendall. Do you have any toys? Sophie pointed to her toy chest. Is that all you've got? Said Wendall. I've got 1,000,000 times more than that. What else is there to do around here? We could play house, said Sophie. Only if I can make the rules, said Wendall. So they played house, and Wendall made the rules. He was the father, the mother, and the 5 children. Sophie was the dog. Then they played hospital. Wendall was the doctor, the nurse, and the patient. Sophie was the desk clerk. When they pretended they worked in a bakery, Wendall was the baker, and Sophie was a sweet roll. Isn't this fun? Said Wendall. Sophie didn't say anything. At dinner, Wendall said that he was allergic to anything green, so he didn't have to eat his vegetable. And then, when Sophie wasn't looking, he scooped the whipped cream off of her dessert. When is Wendall leaving? Whispered Sophie. Soon, said her mother. Soon, said her father. After Sophie's parents tucked Sophie in her bed, zipped Wendall in his sleeping bag, kissed them both, and turned off the light, Wendall grabbed his flashlight and shone it right in Sophie's eyes. See you tomorrow, he said, smiling. Sophie shut her eyes. I can't wait for Wendall to go home, she said to herself. On Saturday morning, when Sophie woke up, there was a lumpy blue monster jumping up and down on her bed. It was Wendall. She felt something pinch her leg at breakfast. It was Wendall. She heard scary noises coming from the broom closet. It was Wendall. Wendall used Sophie's crayons and left them on the porch so they melted. At lunch, Wendall fingerprinted with his peanut butter and jelly. Isn't this fun? Said Wendall. Sophie didn't say anything. When is Wendall leaving? Whispered Sophie. Soon, said her mother. Soon, said her father. At bedtime, when Sophie put her head on her pillow, she heard something crunch. It was a note from Wendall. It said, See you tomorrow. Sophie shut her eyes. I can't wait for Wendall to go home, she said to herself. Before Wendall's parents picked him up on Sunday morning, he tried to make a long-distance phone call. He wrote his name on the bathroom mirror with toothpaste, and he gave Sophie a new hairdo with shaving cream. Want to go outside to help me wash this off? Asked Sophie. We could play firefighter. Oh boy, said Wendall. So they played firefighter, and Sophie made the rules. She was the fire chief. Wendall was the burning building. Isn't this fun? Said Sophie. Wendall didn't say anything. Do I get to be the fire chief? Asked Wendall. Maybe, said Sophie. Soon Wendall and Sophie didn't care who was the fire chief or who was the burning building. Time to go, said Sophie's mother. Time to go, said Sophie's father. Already, said Wendall. Already, said Sophie. When is Wendall coming back? Asked Sophie. Never, said her mother. Never, said her father. That afternoon, when Wendall unpacked his suitcase, he heard something crunch. It was a note from Sophie. It said, I hope I see you soon. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed the book.